Hello and welcome, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless spell kit reading. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998, about to hit our 26th anniversary in a couple of days. Author of 2 different books, Spell Ingredients and Words of Grace. Words of Grace has a Kindle version available, so I put a link in the description box so you can preview it for free. And the only place to find the original version of Words of Grace, which we really had to seriously edit down visually to make it all fit on Kindle, is over on patreon.com/drawingthecircle in our digital store. Also, the only place to find Spell Ingredients, my first book. We've also got videos and audios in the digital shop over there with free previews for the audios and videos that anyone can check out. Don't need to be a subscriber to go watch the free previews or shop in the shop, as it were. But a lot of my subscribers get those ebooks, audios, and videos automatically as part of their subscription benefits. But the majority, if not all, no, all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. I did it this morning. It was really good. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always winning, always ending with the spiritual practice. Considering the spell kit reads was very, very helpful for me. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and based in relationships in general, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. I love it. You can follow for free. You can 7-day free trial. You can shop in the store. So much going on, and building a lovely supportive community over there for the past, oh my god, I think it's almost 3 years. So click the link, check it out if you want, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons. But you could just call me Mal. Hi, my Aries, starting a new series. And if you have heard this all before, feel free to jump ahead. But these readings have shifted. All of my timeless readings have shifted because the world has shifted so drastically. So we're going to do a little explanation for the new Aries and crosswatchers, as well as we're going to add a little bit more to this series. So welcome, new Aries and crosswatchers. We are doing what is called a 5-card draw. 1 card from 5 different decks to get you clues, tips, and hints about how to manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity. That's why we're doing 5 different cards here: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, because your heart's desires are things that were assigned to you in your sacred contracts, your pre-incarnational agreements, whatever you want to call it, your life plan, that are part of a much bigger plan. Honestly, it's about fulfilling a planetary thing, because our heart's desires are written there, and we have incarnated over and over and over again. I've been watching a lot of near-death experience videos on YouTube, and that's what sends them back, right? It's like you didn't finish what you want there to do. You can opt out, but you got to start over as a baby again. And most people are like, no, that's okay. I would do the same, I think, because we are going through so much change in this world, and that's why it's spell work, magical work, intentional work, whatever you want to call it. Each and every one of us has a piece of the puzzle to contribute. So as we fulfill our heart's desires, little by little or lot by lot, we help everybody else do the same for what I call the end game, if you will. Permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth, heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it. You know, you don't have to be a witch to do this stuff. I am a witch, obviously, and I've been teaching spell work for decades. That's why I wrote the book, Spell Ingredients, kind of give a little primer on that stuff. But I know from my own self that my heart's desires, when I ignore them, when I don't tend to them, like planting a seed and helping it grow, tends to make things harder. So we're going to start with, for the element of fire, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, consecrated to, if you like, blessed, consecrated to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. A little spell fragment there. Then we will get for the element of earth, a crystal oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. This deck has been consecrated, blessed, empowered, whatever you want to call it, to my archangel, Archangel Ariel, the archangel of nature, including, rocks and animals and plants and all of that. For the element of air, we are going to be using the Archangelic Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, because we are all connected to the archangels. Our higher selves are often called guardian angels. The guardian angels team up to become archangels, and upward all the way back to source, the thrones, the powers, the dominions, and all of that. And there's a lot in this book, so I'm just going to read a little bit from these bookie books. We have 3 bookie book readings here. The next one isn't, though. For the element of water, one of my favorite oracles, the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield, consecrated to the higher selves of all involved. That means your higher self, the higher self of the crosswatchers, if you're the crosswatcher, that's you, as well as the higher selves of anyone else who may be involved with this, because we're all one, unity, consciousness, blah, blah, blah. And we will end with a card of spirit from the Matt Kahn healing mantra, because a mantra to focus on when your mind gets distracted or doubtful. Not that we're going to use them to spiritually bypass the emotions, the uncomfortable emotions, but certainly to bring this together by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity. So it's not just about us individually, it's about us collectively. So let's get up in this gig, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And this series feels a little more serious this time as a result for what's going on at the time on the planet at the time of this timeless recording. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I promise I will do anything I can to help anyone manifest their heart's desire, because there is mutual benefit for all of us. Shall we? Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, one card in clarity, please, for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers. What is the spell fragment to help them clarify and refine what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire with this wonderful element of fire for this timeless spell kit read? Peace. See what I mean? We need more of that. But peace has to start within, and then it, reflects outwards. So our spell fragment here for you, Bridget. Okay, we're dealing with the Celtic goddess Bridget, Breed. That's where the word Britain comes from. They loved her so much. Bridget, goddess in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame, right? So again, inside job, right? Really hard to create peace when you're at war with yourself, particularly if you're struggling with a heart's desire. It can be very, very daunting, right? Dealing with conflict, dealing with doubt and all of that stuff, disappointment. So, whoopsie, let's take the boogie book out. So, let's ask my beloved Archangel Ariel for the element of earth. Now, there are obviously crystals in here, so if you don't have the stone indicated, no worries. Clear quartz does everything, but honestly, I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry for my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and it gives me a little indication of when I need to do a little spell work or a lot of spell work, which to go to. Please take a nice deep breath. I love her so much. Oh, still point. Sometimes it's a hymn. Ariel override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, hence the powers of earth. One card in clarity, please, for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers. What is the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to help them ground and manifest their heart's desire? for the fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, fulfilling their heart's desires for this timeless read. Oh, good. Smoky quartz. I got some of that. I have no planets in Aries, mind you, though I do have it in the 9th house. So I'm going to read you about smoky quartz. Now, these aren't terribly long if you are new. Some of them even have affirmations in them. This one does not. All right. Your key words: emotional blockages. Yeah, to have more? No, to move them forward, right? So you can have an emotional block towards your peace, right? Negative thoughts, release, grounding, and protection. And usually I use smoky quartz for grounding and protection. This beautiful smoky quartz crystal has appeared in your reading today to help you release and express the many emotions that you have kept suppressed for quite some time, right? Because we had to go through that law of attraction thing where, oh no, don't think a bad feeling thought, otherwise, my vision board will explode. But that's using spirituality to bypass the emotions that need to be expressed, right? There's no harm in being authentic about how you feel. It's just living there, right? So you have to express it, like popping is it. I know it's a horrible metaphor, but simile. I said like. There is an emotional cause to all physical symptoms. So know that by acknowledging and expressing how you feel, you allow healing to occur. Of Course in Miracles says point blank, and I'll make it pagan just for me, the gods cannot heal what we will not acknowledge. It's just how it works, right? Do not be afraid to cry, for your tears will wash away your sadness and restore your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. There is a jewel to be found in every teardrop. And when they are the tears of love, the tears of gratitude, to me that's holy water, right? So you move your way through it. You may not feel that way right away, but afterwards, right, once the release, it's a very, very powerful thing. Trust! Exclamation point. He does that a lot in this book. This card signifies that a healing is occurring right now. But your free will, what you want to do with that. So that peace of mind, right, that peace of heart, and that peace of the body, P-E-A-C-E, obviously very powerful. And you're not going to break the bank buying a smoky quartz, but remember, anything will work. Go grab a rock from outside. I love the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press in Scotland. Findhorn's quite a trip. Go Google Findhorn, Scotland. You'll see a lot there. It seems to defy natural law and explanation. Now, like I said, everyone has access to archangels, but they only come when invited. So there's a little clue, a little tip, a little hint for the element of air, who to pray to, call to, mantra to. You do you. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Archangelic override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and of harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved archangels, which one of you is waiting in the wings with their wings ready to zoom in and help with the slightest invitation to assist the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers to manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require peace with that smoky quartz grounding for this timeless read. Ooh, Adnachiel. Wow. I mean, that's a tough looking archangel there. Now, what I love about this deck is that Alexandra Wenman takes the archangels and gives them cultural guises, masks, ways of looking at them to make them a little bit more physical for us, so we have a bit of an easier time connecting with them. Oh, Adnachiel, Adnachiel is the way shower. This archangel known as the adventurer, it's hard to say. Adnachiel's name means the shining one, and he helps you embrace your individuality and independence to access your pioneering spirit. That sounds very, very Aries. The message: there is no one like you in all the world. You have a unique purpose. Believe in yourself and have confidence. Life is one big adventure. And sure, we have emotional blocks to that, right? We have ancestral patterns of fear passed down for thousands and thousands of years. We have societal conditionings, right? We have our own past traumas and things that we haven't dealt with. And of course, if you've tried to manifest things and it hasn't happened yet, the ego immediately self-blames. It's just what it does. That's its job, right? But the soul never experiences that way. Eventually we get that these things couldn't happen any other way. It's just part of the game down here. We have to learn through experience. You can read all the books you want, but knowledge plus experience equals wisdom. So the way shower there, I really, really like that. And the adventurer, and that is so very Aries energy. That makes sense. Okay. Higher selves of all involved. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed to assist the Aries Collective and their crosswatchers to manifest their heart's desire, which either does require peace, grounding with smoky quartz, with Archangel Ignacio, the way shower, for this timeless read. Speak the language of love. Okay, easier said than done. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Now, just going to throw this in there. Aries, first sign of the zodiac. The self, the ego, the personality, but the child of the zodiac. So, of course, that could indicate inner child work, a form of shadow work if you want to do it that way. I have been studying and practicing inner child work since I am, 18 years old? I am now 55. Yeah, I know I don't look it. Thanks. See, the inner child stuff has some perks, as long as a little rapid wrinkle repair goes a long way. So loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So if you're giving those words to other people but not yourself, this is, like Ignacio is really saying here, kind of a very Aries card, to give yourself the frequency of love that only you can give you. Think about it. Everybody's heart chakra is a little bit different, just as an example, right? So mine vibrates at my own unique frequency, yours does. So you can send out that frequency to the whole planet, to everybody there, but you are the only one that can send that particular frequency into your own heart. And of course, that's going to move things emotionally. I have done inner child work and self-love work all sorts of different ways. And yeah, it's really painful sometimes, right? As we release the blocks, right? So that then those tears of joy, those tears of gratitude, those tears of love can come. So this is not something that you need to do in front of people, right? This is something you can totally do privately. And as a spell, then send that out into the world, right? Carry a little piece of smoky quartz or something similar. Last card down, Matt Kahn Healing Mantra, the card of spirit, to put it all together. So what I do is I grab the object, right, the piece of jewelry, I cast the spell on it, calling in the archangel, and then really focusing on the whisper of love, and then I back it up with the mantra so I don't have to remember all of it. I just do the mantra and touch the stone or whatever. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, these feel different this time. Still point. Ascended Masters override. A place for everything and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, please, for the card of spirit, the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, for peace with smoky quartz, Ignacio, the way shower, speaking the language of love for this timeless read. creating cooperation. You're not in this one by yourself. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. So, we're all one, but it doesn't look that way. And particularly when it comes to personal issues, we can feel so alone and isolated. But again, that's the human ego. The immortal soul knows better, and the personality has to choose, right? That's the player in the game, the heroic personality on a hero's journey here. So let me read this one here, and then we'll put it all together in a blessamation. I'll explain that when I get there. If you're ready for it, I think you are. And by the way, you have the way shower. So, creating cooperation. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. When cooperation is created, the unity of all is access to accomplish more in one moment than any one person can do alone. Look, I just moved into my house here in Saratoga Springs. I moved from Long Island to upstate New York, and there's so much to do. I've got a half acre of property. I just started gardening yesterday. I've got 3 cats, a new little kitten. Sammy just showed up. There's a lot going on. My parents live like 15 minutes away, so we're kind of all doing stuff together. But really, I come home, I do this work, I do the camera, I do the makeup, I do the lights, I do the video editing, all of that stuff. And I have been asking for some more help with that in physical manifestations of people, not just spirit guides, although they're lovely too. So I can relate to this. As a creator of cooperation, you are giving others the right to contribute, which only broadens the effect of collective expression. Once cooperation is created, all facades of competition melt away, allowing each individual to feel a renewed depth of self-worth by serving a vision greater than any degree of individual gain. And that's what I feel like this series is. It's like your heart's desires are so important. And we're just looking at one of them here, our heart's desire for peace. We all want peace, right? I just want world peace, right? This congeniality. So to get that there is so much more, there's nothing wrong with your heart's desire, and there's nothing wrong with your way going about it. But we learn, that's what I think, they're the cosmic carrot that pulls us forward on the path, these heart's desires. So denying them just slows everything down. This mantra is ideal for enhancing teamwork, transforming family dynamics, and increasing inner peace. Well, there we go. Bookend reading. So, if you are new to my channel, I always end these with what I call a blessamation. I even do it with my clients every now and again. It's a combination of the word blessing and summation. Came up with it over on Patreon, and though I have no idea what's going to happen when I hit the record button on this camera to do these readings, I really have no idea what's going to happen in the blessamation because I completely surrender my will to the divine to do this. Ready? One last time, at least for this reading. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of creating cooperation, because more gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. And they can do that by speaking the language of love, that loving words have the power to change someone's life, including their own, and certainly calling upon Archangel Adnachiel in the element of air. They're the way shower and the adventurer. There's no guarantee in any adventure, but on the hero's journey, we always grow and usually fulfill our heart's desires. And to do that with that smoky quartz energy of grounding, removing emotional blockage, protection as well, to feel safe, particularly if there's inner child work. That's what that child wants more, is to feel safe, so that they can manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require peace. Bridget, goddess, in your sacred name, a light within them, peace's flame, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. and so it is. And I gotta say, there's a certain innocent vibe to this, right? Like a child shall lead them. There, I just gave you, New Testament, not bad for a witch, huh? Right? To kind of do this. So, spell work, manifestational work, law of attraction, who's what's this, whatever you want to call it. If you go into this really saying, okay, I'm going to shoot for peace first. Right? Shoot for peace. That sounds horrible, but you know what I mean. I'm going to aim for that. I'm going to get this peace within me. And the goddess Bridget, also known as Breed, is I believe where we get the word bride from. Just throwing that in there. I don't say that every time this card comes up. So getting some people to help here, right? Creating cooperation instead of competition, instead of, I have to do this all by myself. And I know that feeling really, really well. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions, an S corporation of one person, me, for just about 26 years. So if you liked the reading, if you found it helpful, if it gave you a little clue, a little tip, a little inspiration for some magical who's what's this, please do hit the like button. It will help other Aries and crosswatchers find the reading. If you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe, because I'm not stopping. I'm even contemplating starting another YouTube channel, so I'll keep all the readings over here and do more of my mystical, spiritual teaching stuff on the other. So creativity is afoot and at hand and whatever. And certainly if you want the deeper dive, just go check out Patreon. I mean, the digital shop alone is so great. All of my past catalog is on there. Stuff for the new book will be on there incrementally. It's going to take us another year or two to finish writing that book, because it's an autobiography of my career as a professional witch, and there's a lot of stories to tell there that seriously read as both science fiction and fantasy, but it all actually happened. But again, my subscribers, they get those audios, they get those videos, they get those ebooks depending upon their level of subscription, but all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount. Book me for a private session. We will talk about that in a minute or so. You can follow for free, putting out a lot of content for my free followers, just stuff that that I find along the path that I like sharing with them. No one else really gets to see that but the free followers and the subscribers, obviously. And I love it. It's just one of the best things I've ever done. You can even 7-day free trial. Anyone can go look at the shop, watch free previews, and shop if they so feel it. So click the link, check it out. Come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Yeah, when you find out your spiritual name has an archangel piece in it. And it took me 30 years to realize that was a bit much. And if you would like to book me for a private session, I did make a video last year at the 25th anniversary of Drawing the Circle Productions called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. I didn't know I would be moving to Saratoga. We were thinking about it, but we busted a move, literally, and it happened. So, for example, I have to make the new one, and in the new one, I will tell you that I am taking clients at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Phila Street. That's Phila. So if you're local, you call them, they tell you when I have available, you book it, they tell me you book it, I come in and I read you. I also have an office downstairs in my new home in Saratoga Springs where I am taking clients here and there. Got to get to know people first. I don't invite strangers because I am a Virgo power across your legs. The majority of the private sessions I do, however, are on a Zoom recording. So when the client has booked a little bit before we start, I send them my Zoom link. They come into the platform, we record the whole thing, so nothing to memorize, nothing to take notes on, it's all there. Because at the end of the reading, I send them a link to download that video to their devices, then I delete it from the cloud once they tell me they have downloaded it. Confidentiality is really, really ethically important to the kind of work that I do, and really should be in general. You shouldn't be telling people, what somebody else's reading is, dude. That's a no-no. As well as I say in that video over and over again, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there is a way. I am a witch, so there is a way. And even if we agree upon pay it forward when you have the money, if not to me, do a service to someone else, live and let live, fairly take and fairly give, then that's how we roll. So yeah, even when I make the new video, I'll keep that one up because it makes my mom laugh, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. And certainly it is my honor, my pleasure, and my delight to serve anyone, to manifest their heart's desire. For a lot of people, I am their witch. So when they get stuck on something, when they get afraid, that's when they book me. But over time, these people have become friends and soul family. To me, they were probably soul family all along. So it is my honor and absolutely my delight to be there to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity for all of us. So hang in there, my Aries. It's a very Aries read if you're asking me. So hang in there. You got this. Manifest your heart's desire and heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.